We're mobile. Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio. It's the IE's home for sports. KPWK AM 1350, Riverside, San Bernardino. An iHeartRadio station.
This is Rumble in Town from BlackSportsOnline.com, and I'm out here with Fox 1350. We are Fox Sports.
And you're live. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association on Fox Sports 1350. This is Coach B. And when it comes to Inland Empire sports, you know the conversation starts and stops with us. Make sure you follow us at foxsports1350.com. It's a good show today. Today is probably going to be the best show of the year. And that has nothing to do with me being here in the studio by myself. Well, actually, it has a lot to do with me being here in the studio by myself. So I think we're going to call this the Coach B special, So I didn't need the distractions this week. But no, Eternal is out on location. So he is out there. He should be calling in just a moment. He'll be calling into the Fox Sports 1350 studios. G holla, when you see that phone ringing, make sure you ignore it. So that way, because I want to have my own show. This is my demo, my premiere for me going out by myself. A lot going on in the world of sports. As you know, I almost said the Riverside native, the Moreno Valley native, Kawhi Leonard. That was the big news of the town, is Kawhi Leonard has won that in another NBA championship. So that now everybody's worried. Is Kawhi Leonard, is he going to stay in Canada? I don't know. Kawhi Leonard is born and raised in Moreno Valley. Yes, he went to school in Riverside, but he's born and raised in Moreno Valley. So we'll see if he gets a chance to stay out there. And then also, so Eternal Transmit, just to get back where he's at, Eternal is out and about. This morning, he's at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. He's out there at Marcus Williams football camp. Marcus Williams, if you don't know, Marcus Williams went to Roosevelt High School, and he's now with the New Orleans Saints, or as my Southern family would say, Nolans. He's with the New Orleans Saints, and they're out there doing a camp for the kids. I believe that it is it's a free camp. So if it is, if it is not, don't get mad at me. But if you got kids that play football, and you want them to get out there to a football camp, make sure you get them out there to Eleanor Roosevelt High School. And if you don't know, that's over there in the lovely city of Eastvale, California. It's right over there behind that new that amazingly new soccer field that they've built out there over there in Eleanor Roosevelt. So so I'm excited. Like I said, the NBA, a lot going on. It's a lot moving. The Los Angeles Lakers are back on the board. They went out and they made a monster trade. They already got the best Laker ever. They got LeBron James in tow. And now the Los Angeles Lakers have went out and they got the eyebrow. So they went out and they got Anthony Davis. So now you have to ask yourselves, are the Lakers in position to get a championship next year? Because you already know, that over in Golden State, it's trouble. In Golden State, that KD, he shouldn't have played in that game again. And this is why a lot of people will tell you, KD was already hurt. They said it was a calf, but when it happened, I can't remember who the broadcaster was. It may have been Reggie Miller from Riverside that said it, that, they said when you get your Achilles, it feels like somebody kicked you in the back of the leg. And you can see when KD first hurt his leg, you can see him look back and hobbling like it was something going on with his Achilles. So, but they said, nope, it's a calf strain. He's going to sit out. But I think really he impacted his calf when it first happened. So I think he should have just sat out and just waited. He's already got 2 championships. It's great. But, the one thing about KD I can say is he left it all out on the court. So KD will be out all next year when he had that Achilles tear. And then Klay Thompson, who tore his ACL, will be out all next year as well. And you can see when Golden State, Steph Curry is a great player, great basketball player, but when he doesn't, and when it's just Steph and it's Green, they're not enough to win a championship. So we know next year Golden State's not going to win a championship because they're going to have so much cap space tied up. If they can keep KD as well as Klay Thompson, they're going to have so much cap space tied up in those two players that they can't go out and get another player that could then take their place. So you got to decide. Do you try to sign KD and have him sit out a year, or do you let him go? Because now they're saying that the Nets, they don't want just Kyrie unless they can get KD with him. And I don't see KD leaving. I think KD is going to stay there, which is, I think, the best thing for him. But now everybody's waiting to see what Kawhi, Moreno Valley Kawhi, is going to do. He wants to be back in L.A. And the funny thing is now, they were showing on one of the sports channels. They showed it where now people are following Kawhi around the city. They took a picture of him out eating dinner. They posted a picture of him at Home Depot getting moving boxes. And, Kawhi is not that guy. Kawhi does not want to be bothered. So now everywhere he goes in Canada, because that team is not just a city like teams out in California or in America are. That team represents the entire nation. So now they're bombarding him. They're all over him. They're following him. And that's not what Kawhi wants. But, at the end of the day, it's just like when LeBron went back home to Cleveland. He delivered that championship, got them that championship, and then he bounced. So I think if I'm a gambling man, if I'm putting all my chips on the table, I'm saying Kawhi is going to be somewhere in California. Don't know which team yet. We don't know which team yet. But I think Kawhi, if I had all the chips lined up, I would say Moreno Valley Kawhi Leonard is going to be somewhere in Southern California. Oh, do we have someone that's calling in and disrupting my rant? I'm sitting here talking about how Kawhi Leonard was born and raised in Moreno Valley, how we have documented pictures of him playing in Moreno Valley NJB.
Right here. We're on location.
So introduce yourself, man. You got to let people know who you are, man. Come on now.
Let me tell you something. We are on location.
Who is on location?
The GPS is getting its full money's worth. We are in the great city of Eastville.
Who is on location?
Norco,
who is on location?
Corona.
Who is on location? That
would be Eternal.
Okay, all right.
The voice of Fox Sports Radio.
Oh my.
AM 1350.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I'm sorry. Did you not know that? I'm sorry.
The show, me and G Hollow having a good time.
Location. We are here for the Marcus Williams football camp. Marcus Williams from the New Orleans Saints. It's going to be a really great time. We're here. We have preferred parking, so we are trying to figure out our way how to maneuver over here. But if you guys want to see a great camp, it's going to be a great camp, and we're really excited to be here.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the third time you've gone out, correct?
Well, no, this is actually the second annual. This is the second annual camp for Marcus Williams, and he's just really, really excited to do this for the community. It's free, and he's going to have a host of NFL players here, so it's really going to be a great time. Last year, you had people like Omar Bolden, Bobby Wagner, so it's really going to be a great time, and we're really excited for Marcus. And
that's good. And we talked about that a little bit, just the history, because he's a local guy, and he's come back to his community, and he's brought some of his NFL friends with him this time around. And like you said, it's right there on Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Eastville, located right behind those beautiful soccer fields that they built over there. You go over that little bridge, make a left, and you get over there to Eleanor Roosevelt High School. And I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to them. I know you were, like you said, you were there last year. They invited you back, which is interesting to me.
Right. Well, no, we're really having it's like I said, it's a great time. We're out here. Everybody's excited now. They're going to have two sessions today. So they're going to have two sessions today. It's going to be right now. It's going to be the young session, and then later on today is going to be the session for 13 to 18. So we're really excited about it. It's going to be a great time.
Now, there's no need for me to go out there if they don't have a bench warmer section. If they're not going to show kids how to make the right, because when you're mixing that Gatorade, you have to put the right amount of powder in the water.
It is a skill. It's something I haven't mastered yet. But if you guys, if folks want to come out, again, we recommend it. As you mentioned, it's right near the field house. The field house is that nice complex where all those soccer fields are. And like I said, Eleanor Roosevelt, they're doing a great deal of construction up here. So by the next time we come up here, we probably won't even recognize this place.
Absolutely. So you guys going to hang out, or what are you guys going to get in today?
Well, what the goal is, we're going to be capturing footage. We have a couple of interviews set up with Marcus. Marcus, as I mentioned to you, has a host of NFL friends up here. So you guys just stay tuned. I'm going to be taking the phone around, and we're going to be sharing the love. So you guys are going to hear from players that are actually up here helping these kids out today. So, again, we're on location at the Marcus Williams New Orleans Saints football camp right here at Eleanor Roosevelt High School.
Absolutely. So you're going to call us back in, or what are you going to do?
I'll be calling back in, man, so just keep the line open for me.
Yeah, I'm upset because I told G Holla if he sees the phone line ringing to not answer it. But, we'll make sure it's happening. So, yeah, so that's all good. All right, well, do you think? I know you guys are trying to get situated.
And our audience will be able to check out pictures on our feed. So, again, check us out. We're all over our social media, IE Sportsnet. Again, IE Sportsnet.
Right, there you go. And and I'm sure Fox Sports AM 1350 will put them up as well. So we'll make sure we get them all cracking. So go ahead and do your thing. We're going to take a commercial break, but do your thing. Make sure you check in, get some good players on the line, and then we'll get that work.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So you can see right there, Eternal Transmit is out and about doing his thing. He's on location out at in Eastville at Eleanor Roosevelt High School, Marcus Williams' second annual football camp, and it's free for the kids. That's what you like to see. When you see these players, they get to a certain level of success. You like to see them come back to the community, and you want to see them do something for the kids. So that's really, really good stuff. I like to hear that. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. And like Eternal said, he's going to be calling throughout the show and checking in, and he's going to have some of the players on the line. So let's go ahead and do this. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B. And when it comes to Internal, he's on location. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops right here on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle ScoreSports. That's ScoreSports.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
One thing that I love is my daughter and I just had Daddy and Daughter Day, and we went to Stonefire Grill. And I'll tell you right now, I love the tri-tip, and you were saying that you loved what?
I'll take the potatoes.
Absolutely. I mean, those are the absolute best. You know what that's got me thinking about?
I don't.
It's got me thinking about lunch.
Oh, wow.
Thinking about what to eat for dinner or lunch, you can't go wrong with a freshly prepared, simply delicious meal from Stonefire Grill. Bring home our fresh from scratch salads, pizza, pasta, signature tri-tip, oh my God, chicken and more.
Visit your neighborhood Stonefire Grill in Rancho Cucamonga in the Terra Vista Town Center on the corner of Haven Avenue and Foothill Boulevard, or skip the line and order ahead. Go to stonefiregrill.com for easy pickup and delivery options.
I tell you this, when we did the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame for 2 years in a row, they fed all of our people. And you know where me and my daughter went this past weekend?
Where'd you go?
Stonefire Grill.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender, qualified members only.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports.
And we're live. This is IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association on Fox Sports 1350. This is the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. Make sure you visit us on the web at foxsports1350.com. So great information. You know what's funny? My oldest son, Brian II, he is he really studies the Tupac his whole life and its death, and it's funny because I shouldn't say it's funny because God rest his soul, but you play the Tupac now, and my son is really fascinated by Tupac's life. And I think Tupac, not to get going off in another tangent, just like Nipsey, guy that was taken too soon, and he was a guy that was really doing something to impact the community. You gotta figure out a way to make sure that these icons stay around a little bit longer. Gotta end that violence. But on another note, we were talking about Eternal being over in, he's over at Roosevelt, and they're doing a free camp. So he's gonna be calling in throughout the day, messing up my rhythm, messing up my flow. I'm trying to sit here and do a radio show. G. Holland and I are here. It was a great show. It was really going well. And then we got disrupted, but no, that's all good. But as we were talking about, I know we were switching gears when we were talking about the draft. So the one thing about it, when you look at the NBA draft, I mean, the worst kept secret ever was the number one pick. And everybody knew that Zion was going to go number one. Of course, we knew that Zion was going to go number one. And then Ja Morant went number two. But I think the sleeper of the draft, and I think that he's probably going to be the best, because if you remember 3 or 4 years ago, people said that Zion was probably going to be the second or third best player to come out of that draft that Duke had put together. I think the person that, if you look at it right now, the person in all of the people that were drafted that has the most complete game went number 3, and that was R.J. Barrett. So I think that the when you look at New York, I know that they're not going to get KD, because KD was hurt, and KD, even if they do get KD, he's going to sit out next year. So when you look at R.J. Barrett, he's one of those guys. He can shoot the 3 ball. He can cut and slash and dash and get to the cup. And I think it was Jay Williams that said it. And it's funny because when he was in college, he was Jason Williams. But now he goes by Jay Williams. But when you look at it, he said it. When you look at Zion is not the guy that you're going to give the ball to on the wing and tell him, hey, go make that last second bucket to win us that game. Zion is going to be a slasher, a dasher. They say he's the guy that's going to get do the dirty plays, to get the bucket. Not dirty plays, but he's going to be the one that does all the grunt work, to get the tip-ins, to get the putbacks, to get the dunks. But he's not going to be the guy that you're going to isolate on the wing and say, hey, go ahead and break this defender down. Zion is more of a slasher and dasher. But to me, when you look at RJ was a guy that you could get the ball on the wing. And he was, like I said, he was prolific from the three-point line. And one thing I love too, and I gotta tip my cap to the NBA, or it was ESPN who did the coverage. Every time one of these players came up, I was so excited because the majority of them came up and they had their dads right there next to them. And that was something that I really liked, how the NBA and ESPN promoted that. When you looked at these kids and their dads were right there next to them, and you saw with R.J. Barrett, he had so much emotion when he got picked. G Holla, is that the Will Smith song? Oh my! It was good when I saw that. When you say R.J. Barrett, he was up there with his dad, and he had so much emotion that he actually cried on his dad's shoulder. And you got to think, these kids, we look at them as superheroes and whatnot. I mean, R.J. Barrett's only 19 years old, so he's still a very, very young child. I have an 18-year-old that's about to be 19 in a month. They are still very, very young kids out there. And it just, I really, really enjoyed to see that. When you see these young African-American kids and they had their dads right next to them, because the dads, and I speak for myself, we are involved in our kids' lives. So that's a really, really good thing that I saw. And, I saw the missus had texted me this morning. So Brandy LaNina Arrington had texted me. So I appreciate it. She said my boys are listening. So Brian the second and Brandon Stephen are listening in. So that's good. I think my daughter, she had to work last night, so I'm sure she's probably knocked out. So, but it's good. Like I said, when you look at the NBA draft, and I maybe we'll put a poll up and we'll say, who do you guys think was the best pick of the night? Who do you think is the player that got away? The one thing that was interesting is the Lakers still had to do the fourth pick, even though they traded that draft. They actually traded that draft pick, I should say, as a part of the deal to get the eyebrow. But the Lakers still had to make that pick, and of course that pick was immediately traded. It reminded me of the time when Charlotte had to make a pick, and they picked this kid out of high school from Philadelphia, and he turned out to be a pretty decent player. Played 20 years with the Lakers, and that's not other than Kobe Bean Bryant. So that's some good stuff that we're talking about. And when you look at another thing that I know I'm rambling right now, is a kid, I got to get his name. He was a kid that played baseball at Etiwanda, and he moved up to another level in the farm system for baseball. So it's good to see that these kids are starting to go up to that next level, because Etiwanda, they have produced some really, really good players when you look at their baseball talent. And I'm doing this because there it is, my NBA draft. My computer was running just a little bit slow. But the NBA draft, like we said, Zion goes first, John Morant goes second, R.J. Barrett goes third, DeAndre Hunter, that's the pick that the Lakers actually made, and it ends up going to the Hawks. Because I'll tell you right now, if you look, and I'll reserve my judgment because I am the voice of your Agua Caliente Clippers of Ontario. But I'll tell you, that GM over at the New Orleans Pelicans, he used to be the GM with the Cleveland. He used to be the GM at Cleveland. Now he's with the Pelicans. This guy is putting in work. He traded Anthony Davis, but the amount of players and talent, you get Lonzo Ball, you get Brandon Ingram, you get Josh Hart, you get the number 4 pick. And then he didn't sit on that number 4 pick. He turned around, traded that number 4 pick, and then got some more players in addition to Zion coming to town. So if you look at that New Orleans Pelicans team, yes, they lost they lost the eyebrow. They lost Anthony Davis, who's probably one of I'd say he's a top 5 talent in the league. You lose him, but now you're cultivating a team that I don't know if they're going to be ready to go within the next 3 years. But you think that's going to be a team that's going to be, as long as they can keep those guys together, they're all pretty much on cheap salaries right now, because Lonzo's only 2 or 3 years in the league, so he hasn't got his big payday yet. Same with Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram got there a year before Lonzo. But they're not really due these big dollars yet, like Golden State. Golden State is getting to that point now, because if you can win, and the Seattle Seahawks did this, if you can win when the guys are still on their small contracts, you can start getting supplemental players. So now you look at Golden State, now Klay Thompson's got to get paid. Now KD's got to get paid, and Green's going to have to get paid. So if you can take the players right now with New Orleans, and you could keep them on their smaller, not rookie deals, but they are the rookie contracts, as long as they're still on the rookie deal. If you can start winning, because now you can go out and get players with bigger contracts to fill in the gaps, because Zion is going to be on a rookie deal. So he's not going to come in and get a Chris Paul type deal when he's making north of $30 million. So you've got a couple of years when you can work on getting talent in there. And I say the Seahawks analogy, because the Seahawks, when they made that run and they got to the Super Bowl, a lot of those players were 5th and 6th round picks that weren't making big money. But then when everybody started to get a big payday, like Russell Wilson, now Russell Wilson gets his big payday, and you look at all the talent that was around the team. You have the salary cap. You can't keep them all together. So now a lot of, like Sherman's with the 49ers now. Some of the players have retired. So you look at that. So if New Orleans, if they can strike gold early on with these players being on those lower contracts, New Orleans could be a team that could be a team to reckon with. And like I said, their general manager, you got to tip your cap to him. He came in, he got to work. Yes, he wanted to keep Anthony Davis, but at the end of the day, the haul that he got back for the Lakers, and then he takes that number 4 pick, doesn't sit on it. Because if you think about it, this draft was a 3-man draft. All you wanted Zion, you wanted Ja Morant, you wanted R.J. Barrett. And once the Pelicans realized they weren't going to get one of those 3, they traded that pick and they got more assets to come into their team. So when you look at New Orleans, they got some more players in addition to, like I said, bringing in the players that they just got from the Lakers. So they are absolutely doing well. And once again, this is Coach B on Fox Sports 1350. We're almost at the 8:30 mark, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. Eternal Transmit, as we said, he's out on location. He is in the beautiful city of Roosevelt. No, I'm sorry. He's in the beautiful city of Eastvale. He's at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. They're having a camp right now. The Marcus Williams, he grew up in the area, went to Roosevelt High School. He is now on the New Orleans Saints, coming back to the community, doing a free camp. And if you want to see the pictures, you want to see some video, make sure you follow us on social media at IE Sportsnet on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Everything is at IE Sportsnet. Follow us. Get all the pictures. If you have a child that plays football and you want to get him into a camp for free, get over to Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Eastvale. Get a chance to meet Eternal and get your kid out there. Give him in a free football camp. But we will be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B. Eternal is on location. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
You know, one thing that I love is my daughter and I just had Daddy and Daughter Day, and we went to Stonefire Grill. And I'll tell you right now, I love the tri-tip, and you were saying that you loved what?
I'll take the potatoes.
Absolutely. I mean, those are the absolute best. You know what that's got me thinking about?
I don't.
It's got me thinking about lunch.
Oh, wow.
Thinking about what to eat for dinner or lunch, you can't go wrong with a freshly prepared, simply delicious meal from Stonefire Grill. Bring home our fresh from scratch salad, pizza, pasta, signature tri-tip, oh my God, chicken and more.
Visit your neighborhood Stonefire Grill in Rancho Cucamonga in the Terra Vista Town Center on the corner of Haven Avenue and Foothill Boulevard, or skip the line and order ahead. Go to stonefiregrill.com for easy pickup and delivery options.
I tell you this, when we did the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame for 2 years in a row, they fed all of our people. And you know where me and my daughter went this past weekend?
Where'd you go?
Stonefire Grill.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, equal housing lender, qualified members only.
This is Robert Littell from BlackSportsOnline.com, and I'm out here with Fox 1350.
We are Fox Sports.
And we're live. This is IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association on Fox Sports 1350. I am Coach B, and when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here, and we want Coach B. Let's hear it. Here's a little Easy-E in the background. I tell you, that when that album came out, it changed my life. At that time, I was living in the Hub City, and if you don't know what the Hub City is, check it out, Google it. The Hub City is the CPT. You don't know what that means. It's the city of Compton. So that was I remember when that album came out. And I'm dating myself by saying that, but it's all good. But when you look at, I'm looking at Brewster. He is one of the guys. If you follow the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame, Louis Brewster, he was one of the first inductees into the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame. It's done at the Inland Valley Football Classic. I'm looking at one of his stories in the Daily Bulletin, and he pointed out that two of the girls that went to Etiwanda have now transferred over to Cal Poly Pomona. So they're going to Michaela Wilson from Etiwanda High School. So they're over at Cal Poly Pomona. So that's going to be really good to have these local girls staying here. And Coach Stan over at Etiwanda has always been good to us. He's always showed us love over at Etiwanda High School. That girls basketball team, they are producing some beast over there. And we just had, last week we had the Fontana the Fontana Warriors in studio, and one of the young ladies who's in the 8th grade now, she'll be going. Her name escapes me right now, but I know she was saying that she will be going over to Etiwanda next year. Couldn't go to a better high school program. And this has nothing to do with me having a daughter that graduated there and 2 kids there. I mean, I may be a homer, a little bit of homer, But Etiwanda, you can't beat that program. So that's some great stuff. And Joe, G. Holla, you got to help me. How do you pronounce this young man's last name? Naraho? Yes. So he goes to Ayala, and he was the Daily Bulletin and Sun. He was the player of the year. So good job over there to see them. Baseball season, it goes long. I know they moved everything up 2 weeks in high school sports, but baseball still goes a long time. They just had and he was selected by the Cleveland Indians in the 3rd round of the 2019 Major League Baseball draft. And, I don't want to speak on that, but it's just funny how baseball and kids go straight out of high school with no problem. But for basketball and football, they make these kids go to college. But no one ever complains and says, well, baseball players should have to go to college too. I don't know. They're just able to make the jump and they go do it. You have tennis players. Like, it's funny because where I grew up, Venus and Serena, they used to play tennis not too far from where I lived. It's a park. They call it Rancho Dominguez area now, but when I was growing up, they just called it Compton. So they used to play tennis there when we were growing up, when they were younger. And I saw the 30 for 30 on them. I didn't know they left the area. I think Serena was maybe 11, Venus was 13. They left and they went to Florida, and they went to an elite academy, and then they went straight pro. So that when you think of the sports like that, baseball, you think of tennis. They make the jump. And here's the thing, people always have the argument, well, they need to go to college and learn how to do this because that's the best. I get it, but there's a lot of people who don't want to go to college. I'm a GCU Lope. I'm almost done with getting my degree, and I'll be finished next year. But I didn't go straight out of high school to college. I did, but I didn't do well. But, I wasn't forced to go do it. And here's the thing. When you have these players that go from high school straight to the pros and they don't make it, you have people who go 4 years of college that go to the NBA and don't make it. So there's no guarantee that going to college is going to change you. And correct me if I'm wrong. Once a kid goes pro and he has a career like Kobe Bryant, when you look at that, if he wanted to go back to college, he could. They're not going to keep him from going back to college. Shaquille O'Neal went to LSU. He didn't finish, but he went back to the University of Phoenix and got his master's. So, I'll tell you this. Here's my argument. What's the purpose of going to college? To get a good job, right? Now, if you could go to high school and you could play and your skill set is basketball and you could go get a contract making millions, what college degree is going to get you a job making $1 to 2 million when you come straight out of college? There aren't any. So the thing about it, when you look at, we were just talking about the NBA draft, and I don't want to get on this tangent, but we're just looking at the NBA draft. You look at Zion, and Zion's out there playing. He's playing for free. I'll leave that alone, but he's out there playing for free. And then he had the shoe that exploded. Now, if he'd have tore his ACL, if he'd have tore his Achilles or whatever, and he was never able to play basketball again, then how would you feel? See, the thing about it, when you play sports, it's based off the health of your body. So if you get out there and you blow up your knee or whatnot, there was a kid a couple of years ago, I think that went to Notre Dame, and he played in a bowl game that wouldn't have impacted his future. He played in the bowl game and he blew out his knee. I'd have to ask the Eternal because he ended up getting drafted by the Dallas Cowboys, but his career will never be the same. He's playing college football because he has to, not because he wants to, but he blew out his leg. I'll Google it and see if I can pull that kid's name up. So my argument is, if you have the skill set to go make money today, you should be able to go to do it. And I love it because now the G League, I am the voice of your Agua Caliente Clippers of Ontario. So the G League has now made it where I think last year was the first year where kids could come straight out of high school and they could do a year in the G League and then they could go on to the NBA. And the Portland Trailblazers, and the kid's name escapes me right now, but the Portland Trailblazers, they don't have a G League team. So they assigned the kid to our G League team. I say ours, but the Agua Caliente Clippers. He was assigned to the Agua Caliente Clippers, and I think he played with the team for like a week or two. And he was straight out of high school. He went to IMG Academy out of Florida, and he played for the Agua Caliente Clippers for like 2 weeks. And it's funny because when I saw Portland in the playoffs, and I saw them making that deep run, I saw him on the bench. But he was a kid that came straight out of high school and played in the G League. And that's something that the kid should be able to do. He's a good player. He's going to make it. Put him in that G League. That's what the G League is for. Go straight to the G League and ball out and have some fun. And I don't think that Eternal Transmit is going to be able to call in today. Or call in anymore because we're at the 8:40 mark. So it is what it is. But, another thing, we talked about high school, and I know I'm bouncing back and forth. We talked about high school sports. So high school softball, want to give a shout out to Brooke Johnson. She was out of Chino Hills. She was the area player of the year in the daily bulletins, their poll. So great job to her. And, if I'm a gambling man, I would say that the Inland Valley, I don't want to do breaking news, but hey, what the heck? The Inland Valley Classic, which now includes the Inland Valley Football Classic, the Inland Valley Basketball Classic, the Inland Valley Volleyball Classic, and Soccer Classic. If I was a gambling man, I would say that Inland Valley Classic Series is probably going to add a softball game next year. So that's why I wanted to make sure I gave props to the area baseball player of the year, Miss Brooke Johnson from the Chino Hills baseball team. We have a caller on the line. I was here doing my rant, having a good time. I keep getting disrupted by these calls, and I don't get it. I keep telling G Holla, don't answer the phone, but it's all good. Who we got to turn on transmit on location out at Eleanor Roosevelt High School, representing the Marcus Johnson camp. What's going on, Eternal Trans?
Hey, man, we are out here, brother. We are on location, as you mentioned. The hometown hero, Marcus Williams, right here.
I thought I was the hometown hero.
Say again?
I thought I was the hometown hero.
Oh, well, no. You came by the freeway. You're from the freeway. This guy right here is from the soil. I mean, he grew up in the smog. Hometown hero, again, Marcus Williams. We're right here at one of the more nicer schools here in the IE. Again, Eleanor Roosevelt High School. And like you said, man, it is a jam-packed day. They got 99-1 out here. I mean, it is going down. Again, we're at Eleanor Roosevelt High School, the second annual Marcus Williams camp. And I tell you, there's NFL players all over the place up here. We got guys from the Saints. We got guys from the Rams. It's a jam-packed day today, man. So if you guys don't have anything else going on, please meet us down here. We're at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. We're going to be here till at least about 12 o'clock. Coach B, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I thought you were going. I see you were jealous. I thought we were going to get a chance to talk to him. I thought we were going to get a chance to get him on the line. But I see you out there keeping me back.
We just got through doing our little quick interview. We have our camera crew out here. We got we have the best crew in the world out here. So we have our staff out here. But, this man is highly sought after, so they got to take a picture with the kids right now. So when I did have him on the phone, you guys didn't want to pick up, He's looking at me like, are you really from Fox Sports Radio? You got the logo and stuff, but are you really from Fox Sports Radio?
We did not see a call in, so.
Yeah, man. It's okay.
Well, you got minutes on your phone?
Good help nowadays. It really is.
You got minutes on your phone, though? I just want to make sure. You got minutes on your phone,
Hey, man, but look, I know you're holding down at the ranch. Tell my man how I said what's going on, but again, we are doing it right here. 99-1's in the house. Marcus Williams in the house. We are right here at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Marcus Williams, New Orleans Saints camp. Second annual.
Absolutely. Yeah, if we can get him to call in, that would be great. Number 43 for your New Orleans Saints. He is a free safety. He is from Corona, California, 6'1", went to Eleanor Roosevelt High School, went to the University of Utah. He was a second-round pick in 2017, number 42 overall. He's now with the Saints, so he's getting that work. So that's good stuff. He was a first-team All-Pac-12 in 2015, so that's good stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, look, it's a great day, and right now he's taking pictures with the kids. But like I said, man, I'll keep you guys posted. We're gonna be posting more pictures. Make sure you guys check it out on social media, Twitter, Instagram, the Book of Faces is IE Sportsnet.
Well, if you want, I would say to make sure you don't lose your line. If you want to just mute yourself and then just holler. If you get anybody in, just let us know because I'm looking at G Holla and we did not see a call, so we must have missed it, man.
That's funny. That is funny. But yeah, no, we're having a great time out here, man. But you know, I'll try to make sure I call in. If I can pull him by his coattail and get him over here, believe me when I tell you, I will be doing that. Okay.
Well, the most important thing, man, that I need to know is: are there any charges out there?
I couldn't say again.
Are there any chargers out there? That's what we want to know.
Oh, well, no. You know what? There is not.
Oh man, come on now. Who's out there representing for 99.1?
We have our guy 991. I forgot my man's name, but you know what? I forgot his name. You put me on the spot, man.
I did, and that's what I do. That's what I got to do. But it's good to see that the community, Fox Sports 1350 is out there. You have 99.1 out there, so the community is embracing our guy.
Yeah, out here.
That's good. That's good to know. So, yeah, if you get a chance, make sure you call in because you know we want to get those updates, even though I was having the best show in our history by myself. Just, you know what, while you're in there, I'll ask you this. So it was...
real quick, I got to give a shout-out because we have our girl here, the track coach from Eleanor Roosevelt, the championship, CIF State Championship track coach was here, and she wanted to make sure that we gave her a shout-out live on air.
Okay, and name drop?
Track coach.
Absolutely. But I'll ask you this, man. I know we had some big things going on. I just talked about this. The NBA draft was a three-man race. What are your thoughts about the job that the guy at the Pelicans is doing? He not only did he get a ton back from the Lakers, he didn't sit on that fourth pick. He turned around and turned it into even more assets.
Yeah, no, that it was a blockbuster trade. You know, we've been hearing this, obviously, you know, right now virally. Everybody's saying that the Lakers nosedive and gave away everything. But for people that know, the Lakers are box office. And for them to maintain that box office kind of marquee, they had to bring in some names. So again, it was a no-brainer to bring in Anthony Davis. You know, right now, for the basketball enthusiasts, we know right now the Lakers' challenge is going to be right now. What are they going to do? What kind of pieces are they going to put around LeBron and Anthony Davis to ensure their success? So it's going to be great. We're looking forward to it. The Clippers did a great job, but a lot of people don't know.
The Clippers picked
up two big-time picks out of Florida State that are going to pay dividends right now.
Yeah, and the one thing that I always, like I was telling my son was saying, you know, the Lakers don't have this draft pick and this or that. Here's the one thing about the Lakers, you know, and I've watched the Lakers since the early 80s. The Lakers don't care about draft picks. The Lakers use the NBA as their farm system.
Yes, they do.
When they see a star they want, they go get them.
Yes, they do. And again, you and I, we've seen this. That this is, I mean, we've gotten the picks we have gotten have been really great. I mean, obviously we picked Magic Johnson. Obviously we picked Kobe Bryant. But again, the as you mentioned, the Lakers brand is pick up box office talent, and you know, and they come in and embrace them with that Lakers mantra. So what you're going to see right now is you're going to see Anthony Davis become the star of LA going forward, and LeBron's going to kind of compliment him right now, being 35 years old. Obviously, he's past his prime. And right now, he has to get a championship. So that's right now, it's championship or bust for the Lakers. So it's going to be a great season. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, when the Clippers get Moreno Valley Kawhi, you know, I don't know. You know,
my phone's not working. Did you say what side I can hear you?
I did not. You know, and that's the one thing we talked about that as well. I don't know if you've seen it with Kawhi. You know, no one knows if he's going to stay or go.
No.
I say that jokingly. But have you seen it now where it's like TMZ, everywhere Kawhi goes in Canada, they're taking pictures of him now? They got him at the restaurant.
He is just a star. I mean, he can't move. I mean, they're feeding him for free. I mean, you know, they're trying to make him like Drake to give him a plane. It's going to be really tough for Kawhi to leave that situation. For my money, I say that he at least stays there one more year, excuse me, and then maybe he makes a year because the contract is a 1-and-1, so it's a 1 and sign. So, I mean, I personally see him staying there one more year, but we'll see. It's going to be really difficult to leave like that. So I'll see him competing for a championship next year and then maybe making an executive decision thereafter.
Absolutely, because when we were at another station and then we decided to make the transition, they treated us good like that. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and stay here, at the Fox Sports 1350.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right.
Indeed.
Well, do your thing. I know you're out there representing and holding it down at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Again, it's Marcus Williams Camp. It's free for the kids out there. If you want to go get some free camps, and I love it when people from the NFL come back to their community. He's from Corona, coming back. And it sounds like it's getting loud out there, so I know you're probably having trouble hearing me.
Hey, no, I'm trying to grab my guy right now. I'm seeing if I can run over here and grab him. I don't know if he's going to let me talk to him or not, but we'll see. I don't know. It might be too difficult because they look like they're going to start stretching. But, hey, we're out here right now. Marcus Williams Camp, Eleanor Roosevelt High School. We out of here, man.
Do your thing. Eternal Transmit out there at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. On that note, we'll take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. You are listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B. Eternal, as you just heard, is out on location at Eleanor Roosevelt High School and Marcus Williams Football Camp. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
One thing that I love is my daughter and I just had Daddy and Daughter Day, and we went to Stonefire Grill. And I'll tell you right now, I love the tri-tip, and you were saying that you loved what?
I'll take the potatoes.
Absolutely. I mean, those are the absolute best. You know what that's got me thinking about?
I don't.
It's got me thinking about lunch.
Oh, wow.
Thinking about what to eat for dinner or lunch, you can't go wrong with a freshly prepared, simply delicious meal from Stonefire Grill. Bring home our fresh from scratch salad, pizza, pasta, signature tri-tip, oh my God, chicken and more.
Visit your neighborhood Stonefire Grill in Rancho Cucamonga in the Terra Vista Town Center on the corner of Haven Avenue and Foothill Boulevard, or skip the line and order ahead. Go to stonefiregrill.com for easy pickup and delivery options.
I tell you this, when we did the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame for 2 years in a row, they fed all of our people. And you know where me and my daughter went this past weekend?
Where'd you go?
Stonefire Grill.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand-battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love in the window.
And why do we do all this? because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender, qualified members only.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports.
And we are live. This is IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association on Fox Sports 1350. Eternal is on location. I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. Make sure you visit us on the web at foxsports1350.com. Having a good time. Like we said, Eternal Transmit is on location. He's out in the city of Eastvale at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. He's out doing his thing. He's going to see if he can't get the man, Marcus Williams, to call in. He is with the New Orleans Saints. He is their starting free safety, and he is so excited to be able to come back to the community and give back. And I have to say, you know, we're talking about the NFL. We're talking about people getting out there. I want to give a big shout out to my first cousins, Keith Nixon and Shay Nixon. My first cousins, Keith back in the 80s, he used to play at Linwood High School, and I still say to this day, he is one of the greatest athletes I have ever seen personally with my own set of eyes. I remember back in the day when he played at Linwood High School. I'm 5'9". My cousin Keith was a little bit shorter than me. He played quarterback, and he was an absolute beast. He went to Linwood High School, and then he went to Cerritos College, and then he decided to call it a day. But his son, I'm excited, his son ended up going to South Carolina, University of South Carolina, and now his son is up in that with that team in Oakland. Can't remember their names because it's not the Los Angeles Chargers. And G Holla decides to play the music. But my second cousin, I guess you would call him, he was picked up. I think he's going to be number 38. He was picked up by the Oakland Raiders, and he's out there. My cousin Shay and Keith, they both, I see them posting pictures about him. So they're getting excited. You know, I'm a Los Angeles Raiders fan. So when they moved and left, my fandom left as well. But like I said, I will make an exception. He shares the blood, our blood. He's my father's sister's grandchild. So I will make sure that I root for him. Rest in peace to my Aunt Emma. She was one of the few family members on the Arrington side that actually looked out for your boy, reached out and made sure that I was okay. So rest in peace to my Aunt Emma. But yeah, her grandbaby, I know she's down in the heavens looking down and saying my grandbaby made it. So I know if she was here, she'd be so excited and so overjoyed. And she was the one that always coordinated people getting together. So I know if she was still here, she would be coordinating the trips to Oakland and making sure we all get there. But Aunt Emma, I'm gonna go see your grandbaby. I want to see them when they play the Chargers, but I definitely will. Number 38 for the Oakland Raiders. I will be. I never thought I would say that again and support the Raiders. I am still a Charger fan, but I'm not supporting the Raiders. I'm supporting that Raider. So I'm excited for him. And my cousin Keith, he's a 49ers fan. So it's going to be interesting for him as well. But again, I want to send a big shout out to one of my absolute favorite cousins, Keith and Shay. I want to say congratulations. He made it. He absolutely made it. So that's good stuff. So we're just about to wrap up and get out of here. I don't think Eternal Transmit is going to be able to call in again today. Even if he does, we're not going to answer the phone. You know, we're not going to do that. So, but it's all good. So as we said, it was a great week in sports. We gave you some of the players of the years in baseball as well as volleyball. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out there, put it in the universe. The Riverside Sheriff's Association Basketball Classic will touch down next year. Riverside only, kids. So we'll have the Inland Valley Classic. We'll have the Riverside Sheriff's Basketball Classic. And then of course, the 215 Basketball Classic where they square off against each other. And I'll go ahead and throw it out there. Next year, we will have the 215 Softball Classic. So that's going to be Riverside versus San Bernardino. So all the young ladies out there, if you don't feel like you get a chance to lace them up one last time and play against each other, the 215 Baseball Classic is on its way. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I don't need G Holla yelling at me on this beautiful Saturday morning. I know it's time for me to get up out of here. My time has come. So I want to thank you for listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association. I am Coach B. Eternal was on location, but when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350. Thank you to Brandy La Nina Arrington, BJ Arrington, and Brandon Arrington for listening in today. Brianna, wake up. I'm out of here. I'm on my way home.
You're listening to IESportsnet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.